What's up, everyone, and welcome to another Collector's Night. Today, edition 17. Today is Thursday, October 5. It's one of my best friend's birthday, by the way. I forgot to send him a message, no problem. I will take care of that later. Tonight, as always, I have here with me Christian Detour Collections. How are you?
Good evening and good morning to everyone.
Sorry. Jesus Christ. Sorry, Ellen. Sorry. I always do this. Helen, 6 scale Shiro is with us. Always ladies first, and I always make the same mistake. Sorry.
It's a modern world, Joao. It's fine. I know I'm the third
I
wheel
totally
here,
missed it. My bad too.
And you were answering. You didn't say anything.
Yes.
You should say, ladies first. You just stay there. Oh, actually,
I
my
just
day
took
was
it.
going
Yeah.
on. Like anyone cares how was your day.
Yeah, I'm a douchebag, so I like.
Okay, it's fine. Ellen, 6 scale Shiro from Australia.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Good evening.
Great.
Sorry.
I'm great. I am happy to be back for another week talking to you two. Thank you for having me again.
But never consider yourself and never say yourself you are a third wheel. Len Kramer, I need to read this comment because he say Helen has a Aussie power behind her brother. Silly mistaker. Aussie power. It's true. Christian, how are you? How is the weekend going? Did you recover from your diarrhea?
My diarrhea recovered long after my holiday started, but I'm okay, thank you. And I've heard you had some troubles too on your side.
I had.
We both survived on our yellow holidays. It's rough. Mm-hmm.
It's part of the experience. It's part of the experience. Yeah.
It's part of being yellow.
When you go into oily stuff, spicy stuff, and everything, you always need to have Imodium. Is the best medicine always that you need to have with you. This stream is always offering a lot of public service, from medicines to soap, goat milk soap. We have everything
educational
here.
and informative.
Educational, always.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go on with the announcements and everything, let's say hello here to Hector 16 Shape in house. He was here pretty early. Hello, Hector. How are you? Are you excited for this flash? To Katri also in the house. Can't wait to listen to your personal Inart thoughts. Thank you so much. I have to reply to your message in Instagram. I have yet time to open. Lane Kramer in the house too. Bree bringing the collectible chat today. Wish everyone luck going through the SES Scarlet Witch cube of death this morning. Yes, because the Scarlet Witch will go up, I think in 2 hours or so, starts the queue up system. It's not something that I'm going to pay attention. Maybe I will just check if anyone is talking about that. Kumar in the house as well. Hello, João and Christian and Helen. Inart Shields. Yeah, we are the Inart Shields brothers. Hope everybody in the chat is doing great.
I'm right here.
Christian is the Inart Shield without any Inart figure, so you go figure. 16 Shape, I have to say this flash looks great. We are going to talk that just now. Female flash, is it? I haven't checked the photos yet.
No.
How are you, JP? JZ, good morning. I'm off today. Let's chill. Hey, you are off. Cool. You can join here with us. Gilbert Almzeran, I love this Joker intro. Attention, is not made by me. I just took it from YouTube, and I will credit in the description. I don't have time or the ability to do those intros. Jose Hernandez, morning everyone. Hello Jose.
Hey, Jose.
How are you? El Profesoro, Mario. Hey everyone. Hello Mario. How are you? Good morning. Hoping you are having an excellent Thursday. Yes. And hope your package arrives soon. Len Kramer, I will say the Joker looks cool. If it's a 3-pack would be amazing. We are also going to talk about that. I have a lot of stuff to talk about that. And not only good stuff. Ladies always first. Completely my parents educate me that way. And my 40-year-old ass is forgetting that. Sorry, Ellen, one more time. Man, I feel sorry for my future yellow and brown children. Don't feel. This stream still helps to push the plastic crack addiction to the audience. It's true, we try our best, but I was actually talking with Christian today because in our community we have many enablers, but I am the best disabler ever. If you want to pre-order a figure, and if you come to consult me, in 5 minutes, I can make you completely give up the pre-order and start to thinking your life choices. So if you want anyone to disable you for pre-order anything, you just message me. In 5 minutes, I can do that.
You get FOMO, you go to him. That's
You
it.
talk any FOMO, you would message me. Hey, I have FOMO about this. In 5 minutes, that FOMO is gone.
But you did it for me as well, Joelle, because I was looking at that gentleman of crime, and he said, "No, wait for Mars Toys," and I said, "Well, Joelle has spoken. I'll
There
wait."
you go.
Exactly,
I didn't
that's
say
what I'm
that.
talking
I
about.
didn't say that, Kit. She's joking. If you want by Gentleman of Crime, go to 16 Kit and use Big Brother for a discount.
It's okay because I ordered the Alfred through 16 Kit instead. I thought it was a better choice
Okay.
because you get the hat if you get it through Kit.
Yonadelic 16K for life. Yonadelic was actually the winner of my last giveaway. He won the Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption from Lim Toys, and we are going to do a next giveaway when we reach to 8,000 subscribers. I'm considering either a Inart figure or a Hot Toys. I'm still considering which to offer, but it will be a good one for 8,000 subscribers. So stay tuned for that. And don't subscribe my channel only for the giveaway, because I will not give anything to any subscriber that knows that he's only subscribing for giveaways. At 9 PST for Witcher NS today. Yep. Keith Lee, good morning collectors. How are you, Keith? Good morning to you. AJ Agruza, always here. Two greetings, friends. Hope all is well.
Yo.
How are you? Pablo Cesar Ledesma Cepeda, are you going to talk about Flash Woman today? Why is everyone talking Flash Woman? Is because I still haven't checked all the photos. Bob Dylan in the house. Bob Dylan. Happy Artisan Day. Big Rib, hello brother and crew. Andrew Calica, disabler. He's true. I'm a good disabler. Big Rib asking, brother, yes or no, Dragon Mr. Freeze? Dragon Mr. Freeze, no. Go with Soso Toys, because you will wait a longer time and you can save money to pay your invoice when Soso Toys release it in 4 or 5 years. Bob Dylan, may all your rooted air dreams come true. Yeah, I hope everyone that wants the Scarlet Witch that can take her. I'm honestly thinking it will not be as busy as was with Anakin or Joker.
I don't know.
I think it...
We'll
What's
have to
this?
see.
Bling, 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 bling. I'm listening to the sounds. Tyria, hello all to Catry. Great figure that Arthur Morgan. Yes, it is. Johnny Dalg, yes. Thank you. Iron King, let's talk some Inart. Yeah, first the Flash and then Inart. Eddie Rodriguez, hello panel and chat. And finally, Jose Hernandez. There's some real haters in this chat. I think that Flash looks good. Not for me, but it's how he looked in the movie. Yeah. We all of you here watched the Flash. Did you all watch the Flash?
Yeah,
I think it's really
Yes,
pizza actor. I don't know what was this sound just now. It was like cling 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 cling. I don't know what's this. I don't think it's anything important. Anyway,
Maybe it was your kids.
passing. Maybe it was what?
No, never mind.
No,
Never
this
mind.
was a sound from either a mobile or something here. I don't know what it was. It doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
No, you are forgiven. How is that Pepsi?
All good. All good. Better than Coke.
I hope you are enjoying that 180 calories in your can. So we got Flash, Young Barry. Oh, wait a moment. We got here Mark Attack. Still haven't watched the Flash. Okay, so we are not going into spoilers. I'm kidding. Hello guys, Joseph Kochi. There's no spoilers. What you see here is what the figure here says all. So this is the Young Barry, based on the last Flash movie. And it's the first time I'm actually watching these photos, because I just took a photo for the thumbnail and then I had to leave. But
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. No, it's
No, you're unbelievable. But yeah, this is unbelievable.
Okay, so go on. You can start with your thoughts about this.
Well, it's a good looking figure, I guess. Like, it's accurate to the movie, and I can't say I like the design overall. It's not my favorite version, even within the movie. You know, we have seen so many Flashes. I guess not too many. It's mostly about the Superman. But with this version, I guess they went a little deeper than I thought, and as everybody is thinking.
Did you say we already see so many Flashes?
I'm not a true DC fan, dude. Don't. Please don't put me there. I try to cover that up, and you have to bring that up, really, cousin? Really?
No,
Really?
okay, sorry.
Let's move on, please. Yes, thank you. And and they gave us like the two, mouth sculpts, and as we've been, teased already from the chat, we have a fully sculpt, don't we? With the long hair, with the unmasked sculpt.
We
So
do. Apparently we
Hot
do.
Toys is actually giving us, a lot for this figure. We'll have to see about the price. Do we have the prices though? I have no idea.
We don't, but I can check
We
for
don't.
you right now. Oh, why is Sabine doing here? Let me check. Share this tab instead.
Well, even if okay, so we got the Hong Kong prices.
This is the original price from Hot Toys.
It's about it should be the same as Sabine, isn't it?
let me check here for you in 1 second. This is the deluxe version, right? Because they have a
Yeah.
deluxe and they have a normal version. So this is the deluxe one.
So I'm guessing he won't be too expensive. If I doubt it, but
It's 266
That's not too
in
bad.
US dollars, and if you add the 28% for sideshow, it should be 340.
340.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Now I hate the no. I'm just kidding. Well, they gave us a LED, base, which I think is kind of, what do you call them, in uniform with the other Flash figures, which I think is pretty cool. It's a good looking figure. I don't know if 340 would be a, decent price for this character. Not that I'm saying the figure isn't worth it, but 340 for this character would have to be tough if you're not a really fan of, of this movie. But I think it's cool. Prices
Do
aside,
you like the sculpt?
I think it's accurate. I mean, in these days now we say hey, if it's not rooted, it's nothing. I can't say that, but then it's still a good looking figure. The sculpt is good. I think the even the face is on point. So prices aside, figure alone, it's a nice figure for what it is.
Do you share the same thoughts, Ellen?
Look, I just know that that's probably going to be about $500 here in Australia, which is a crazy price. And I guess for me, I just am really surprised how deep they're going down this Flash line. I really didn't think we were going to get this version of Barry Allen. If you look at what they're producing, we've got Barry, we've got young Barry, we've got a Batfleck, we've got a Keaton Batman, they're doing the Bat Cycle, they're doing the Supergirl. Part of me just wonders if we're going to make as many figures of these actors with the likenesses while we've got the opportunity to, because I just don't see how the performance of this movie really justifies the amount of figures that they've made otherwise. There's been so many other, I think, better DC movies and characters that we haven't had figures from, and even, while the WonderCon was on, Hot Toys were showing more pictures of John Wick and Kane from a convention in China with an upgraded John Wick hairpiece. And I'm like, announce that. That was the announcement I was hoping was going to come out this week. But instead we got young Barry. And I just, given the performance of the movie, Ezra is such a divisive character. As I say, I just wonder, is it them just trying to make as much stuff with the likenesses to recoup costs? Because I just can't think that someone's going to really want to go so deep in this line. It's so many figures, a vehicle. That's really a lot for a movie that hasn't performed. And you think of other movies that have come out more recently, even like the Suicide Squad, no Harley Quinn, no big name characters for that, but they've really gone all out on the Flash. It's just a little bit confusing to me as to the number of figures that they've done. And I just think if I wanted any of these, I would wait for the price to drop because I prefer Grant Gustin as the Flash. So that original suit, if that went cheap enough, I'd get that. I'd do a head swap, happy days. But this line of figures, I think the only one I'd have an interest in is the Supergirl one if that sculpt has some improvement to it. But otherwise, I can see these being pretty cheap. And as I say, like a standard figure here in Australia is around $500. I couldn't picture someone paying $1,000 for 2 Ezra Miller Flash figures. I know I wouldn't.
I agree. You're muted.
I think this maybe has to do with license issues.
Yeah.
And probably, I don't know if they have some agreement on many figures they need to do per movie, because this is already the second Flash they are doing. I do like these face plates. I think the face plates look really good. The likeness here is, even in the head sculpt, I think the likeness is really there. It's true that this is a controversy character, and not everyone want to have a representation of him. But some people know how to differentiate the actor to the character, and probably it will be enough. I do like the base. The base, I think it's the same that they did with Batman too, right? The Batman, I think it's the same base. And Superman, I think it follows also the same. So I think it will look kind of cool. It's not something that I'm going to pre-order or anything like that. I'm almost 100% sure that this is going to be on sale very fast after its release. I don't think this will even if it wait list on Sideshow around here, it will be on sale very, very fast. It's like Yona Delic is saying, playing the waiting game. Jedi Knights Watch in the house. How are you, Graham? Hi, brother and friends. Guys, remember, if you haven't yet subscribed to the Jedi Knights Watch YouTube channel, good friend Graham is saying also the announcement was quite a surprise. Diablo Fett in the house too. Good morning, my friends. And I want to grab here the comment from AJ Agruda saying that seems odd they are hyper focused on this but not other things. And there was someone in Mark Attack was saying that there's twice more figures from this film than from the anniversary of Return of the Jedi. It's kind of odd, right? Especially from the company that was founded with love for Star Wars, like Hot Toys. That our Chen has a huge affection for Star Wars. Hector is saying, as a DC fan, I'm humble and very appreciative that they are finally giving stuff to buy that isn't mouse owned. Okay,
that is also true.
It's not Disney stuff. That is also true. It's diversity. We have other stuff besides the always from Disney, right? And
I just think there's so many more better DC characters they could have tackled. Like, I would have, give me Zoe Kravitz Catwoman, give me Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. I think there's just so many other things that people would have wanted more than maybe it's just me and Ezra Miller Flash.
So, let me ask you guys this, because it feels like this Flash may not be the last figure they give out from this movie. If they
give a Dark Flash.
Do you guys think the Dark Flash is still in the possibility?
I think so. They show it. The prototype was shown in the summer showcase, something like that. They are going to do it. It's done already. If they went to this one, they are going to the Dark Flash. They are going into all. What I wanted, that was I really wanted those. I even wouldn't require in a 1/6 scale, even if they did it in a 1/12 scale, that Hall of Armor with those Batman suits. I would really love to have that. Cool. But I think that was only a show off, and we can do the suits, but sorry, we are not going to do them because I don't know. I at this moment I don't believe that much. Toy collector in the house too. I prefer the older version. May order that one. We will see. David Lash also in the house. I always check the feeds before bed. I've been hoping to see more Mando line figures. Seeing this last night, crazy. Exactly what I was talking with Christian today, because we're still waiting for the Mando figures to be announced that they showed also in Summer Showcase. We got that the 2 Mandalorians. We got upgraded version of the armor with the jetpack. We got some kind of accessory pack, right? If I'm not mistaken. There was an accessory pack.
Not with the
No, so I was
IG-12.
dreaming. Yeah,
You
with
were
the
dreaming.
IG-12, exactly. With IG-12. And we had what more from Mandalorian? There was
I mean, we already got
It was teased.
the Gideon
the Gideon, the guards.
and the guards. We got them already. I think from the tease.
The best car troopers that they never announced or never shown anything. I think it's only the two Mandos, the two covered Mandos. Is the only two. Is the only two. Kumar is saying that Ezra Miller is license expensive, partly because it's owned by a US prison department. JB, I agree with you. The figured sculpts look really good. It's a shame it's kind of wasted. Well, it is his opinion if it's wasted on the character, but it's the character we have now, right? Is the Flash that Warner Bros. Basically they wanted him. They didn't want anyone else. That's why they waited for so long. And I still think that he did his acting as the Flash was good. Jose saying Hot Toys hates Mexicans, no Ender and no Blue Beetle. That's something that we can I don't think so. A surprise to be sure, but welcome on. How are you, Dylan? Good morning for you.
Hey, Dylan.
Keith Lee comes with this comment is very important. Is that Disney, Marvel, Star Wars prints money, and that's true. That's
at the end of the day, it's business. It's business. They have to make money. Yeah.
AJ Agruza and JB are both completely agreeing with Ellen points. The anything Flash will be a possibility, but I don't know if they are going really to do that Batman suits. Predator is owned by the mouse now. Yeah, that's everything that is owned by Disney. I think is more easy to get than not. Anthony, 6 Muffin House. Good morning. You get up early today. Where is Return of the Jedi? Instead, we get these. We still have almost 2 months and a half. So
we still have some time though. Yeah.
I agree with Jose. No love for La Raza. We is a wait and see. Ender for sure. They didn't bet anything on that series. I don't know why. They could do at least 3-4 figures, anything like that. And which one more? The other one was Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. I think we still have time. No love for Cubans either. We are just cigar smoking coke dealers according to Hollywood. Okay. if I ever okay, let's make this. If I ever in my life own a toy company, the first 2 carrots I will do is a Cuban and a Mexican. And I will be loved.
And for the third one, can you do a Koye, please?
What's a Koye?
A Koye. From Black Panther.
Unbelievable.
Oh, no. I was thinking. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I can do that too. No problem.
Thank you.
It's done. ESP40 came in 2 waves, right? Kind of out of nowhere. They announced some figures at the end of the year. Still open. Yeah, we still have 2 months. They still have time for introduce something.
Honestly, I don't even put that as a wave 1. Like, we got 2 figures? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Reissue of... No, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep, Anthony. What the hell are you talking about?
Mari saying, Justin, good morning. So, with the Flash, I think we are done, right? We can pass now to the next
the
stuff,
real
right?
stuff. Mm-hmm.
Not real stuff. Next stuff. The Flash is real for me too.
I'm kidding.
Okay, we can do that. Issue with big boobs. How are you tonight? How are you this morning? Sorry. Morning for you, night for me. Okay, so it's incredible that I didn't find any good pictures on Facebook from that WonderFest event. Even the Inart photos they post on their own page were
Why is that?
Very
no one
correct.
4K blasted that event. Why
No,
is that?
There was
Maybe
nothing.
the quality wasn't there.
There was
Is someone cooking?
Shut up, Danobi. Jesus. So, I think the main attraction of that WonderFest, the Inart booth, was this Joaquin Phoenix Joker, which, in my opinion, it should be, apart from other two figures, it should be the only ones they should have taken for this WonderFest. I think, in my opinion, I think Inart is wanting to show more, that they are doing more licenses and they are doing more figures. But we will discuss this after we check these figures. We will discuss this a bit more, but I don't think it's the right approach what they are doing at this moment. But first we are going to talk here about this Joaquin Phoenix. Before I had the wish, was basically a wish. I wish that we would really see a 3-pack. And it looks like it's basically a 2-pack, 2 figures with 3 head sculpts. And I hope it's not the case, because I don't want them to have to buy a third body with vest from someone that is selling or in the aftermarket. If they introduces these 3, I want the 3. I don't want 2 bodies and 3 head sculpts. I want 3 bodies, 3 full figures, and everything that we have for the 3 figures. I think this look is basically the release until now that I see they have almost completely finished. This seems is basically done. I don't see anything they need to change in here. I think it's everything. The details on this is incredible. Even his notebook, the pills, everything. The details are really great. The mask, and we got the Joker, the first one, the clown, when he's dressed as clown, and then he's in the hospital and we lose the gun, fall down and everything. Then we got this one, because I think this scene is when he's dancing in the bathroom.
Yeah,
I think is a very critical moment in the movie.
Yeah.
It's basically his descent into darkness or into madness, or something like that.
The transition, I would say. Yeah.
Because it's like this. I have heard several people saying that they enjoy the movie. It's a movie they don't want to see a second time. And it's a movie that they don't want to collect a figure because it's a very dark movie. Oh. It's true. The movie is really dark. I agree. But in my opinion, I put this easy in my top 3, if you can call it DC movies, because I love this movie. I love the representation of Joker. I love what they did with this. Was not our superhero movie that we are always used to. Was a very raw Joker representation, and I loved this movie. And Joaquin Phoenix was amazing as Arthur Fleck. They couldn't choose better. This one came with this kind of base, and then we got, of course, from the Murphy show, the scene. This is basically, because here's interesting. This figure that we are seeing here sitting, the red suit, and this one here, Queen Studios is already did this in 1/3 scale. So it's a Joker that they already use. They already know the fabric to use, what the patterns, what material. They already did the sculpts for 1/3 scale, so for them it's a easier figure to tackle. Comes with this diorama, with the curtains, with everything. I think this looks, for me, is a perfection of a figure. I had the 3 versions of these third parties. I already had all of these from Toys Era, SW Toys, War Story. I don't know how many. Bullet Head. I had immensely number of these Joaquin Phoenix Jokers, and I didn't keep any, because none of them I would say, okay, this is the perfect Joker. I knew someone would do the licensed one, and John, the Inart John, was saying that we are going to do it. We are going to do it, and here it is. If it is limited, as they say, I don't know. I will get one no matter what, because I need these in my collection. Ellen, what's your thoughts about this?
I think it's beautiful, and I guess I probably share the same comments as you, that given they've displayed it as 3 figures, that's what I'm hoping they're going to do. I think you could have a magnificent display showing that full transition, and I think given they've talked about the fact it's going to be at a higher price point because that's what the licensing demands, I don't think anybody wants to have one of those head sculpts sitting in a box because they've got nothing to display it with. So I'm hoping it is a true 3-pack. And they look incredible. Like watching that figure sit in a chair like that, I can't think of any figure I own that articulates in that way. I think the diorama pieces are fantastic. I think this is, what we wanted when Inart came along, really premium products that look really great. And I'm like you, I had some third-party Jokers. I got rid of them all. I didn't really think any of them were that great. But this, to have the different looks, to have all the accessories, I just think, if you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound with this. And if they have to add a couple of extra $100 on there for a third body, I think they should 100% do it, because otherwise I think it's going to be a real shame to not be able to have each of those looks on display.
Not only that, it's for the collectors that have the Heath Ledger Joker, it's a pain in the ass to change those head sculpts because of the tight space on the neck.
Yeah.
Now imagine every time you want to change the Joker, you need to change the head sculpts, you need to change the vest, you need to change everything. All the futzing that you do for a pose will be completely destroyed, and you need to apply one more vest. Because the idea behind that, because this doesn't come from nowhere. This was basically told by Justin, is what Justin heard it will be. And I completely believe that they are considering that. But what we are seeing here is, what you need to change is basically this is the white gown, and is that inner coat with the blue, the white, the blue, the red and white. You need to use these 2 coats on the top of the yellow vest, and then insert the head sculpt. Is the only difference from the bathroom scene. I hope they are not doing this, but if they are going to do, because I believe this will only be one edition. There will not be deluxe and standard. It will be only one for all. I think for them to lower the cost, they are going to do only 2 bodies, 3 head sculpts, and go from there. It's not what I wish, because then you will not have any chance to have the 3 together. Either you buy 2 times the pack, because no one will sell a second body. Everyone will want the second body, and especially the clothes, because the clothes no one will want to sell the clothes. So I think we will be trapped into this option that they give us. I messaged John from Inart. I asked him if there is any news about this, because I really want the 3. I don't want to have only 2, but I really don't know. But before I'm going here to the chat, Christian, what's your thought about this? Did you watch the movie yet?
First of all, I was a big fan of the movie. I actually watched this in the theaters 3 times, and that is the first and the only time I did that in my 20s. So like, this was like one of my favorite movies out there. Although, you guys all know, and I always say I'm a Star Wars fan, this was a banger for me. Although I won't be getting this set, it's not because I don't like the movie. As I said, I'm collecting Star Wars, but yeah, I totally agree. Like, because the impression that we got from this Joker set is that it's gonna be a 3-pack. Although it was a rumor going on between the community, it's kind of like set as like this Joker is gonna be the kind of like the 3-pack in our minds, in our hearts. And I think Inart still has their time to kind of adjust their plans to make it a true 3-pack, because as you guys said, we'll have to like change out the clothes, and not really change out, but you put it on, you have to take it off. It's kind of like changing on. And whenever you do that, I feel like the fabric inside gets kind of damaged every time you do it. So like, it's not a plus. It's really you just really actually damaging your figure just a teeny bit every time. So I really wouldn't prefer that with the impression that we're getting a high quality figure. And with that said, I need to ask you guys something. And if they do a 3-pack, would you guys rather do that with, you know, because like the packaging will be much more bigger? Do you guys think that would be worth it?
No, I don't think a third body will increase the package too much. It's only a body.
Really?
A body doesn't make the package too. What makes the package bigger is always the dioramas, and here you only have one. It's basically this one that is a background when he's sitting here. I don't think that would be, and especially will not be heavy, because I don't think there's anything like acids. I think this is plastic and wood. I think they can do this in a smaller box. However, I don't know what the license, because John mentioned many times that the license for this figure, the requirement is that it will be a high priced, premium, and limited. And I'm going with the limited here with this comment by Gilbert. He's asking if the edition size it's limited. I don't have any idea about the edition size. Really, no idea. I hope it's not a lower number, because if it's a lower number edition size, because this Joker is very popular here in China. If it's a very low edition size, I think it will sell out in China and it's done. I think it will not go anywhere. Maybe the resellers will not even have anything for this. But wait, I don't know if these will be licensed only for China. I think this will be global release probably.
It'll be interesting because we've just had the Superman come up on the pop culture website here in Australia.
Exactly.
So it'll be interesting to see with these future announcements how many of them will start filtering out to other retailers.
It's true.
I mean, with the licensing, we'll have to see. But then, like, well, the thing is, like, some people have been kind of speculating like this will be like the ultimately limited number where like they can see like 300 made, like, and then I would say that is a very low possibility, because that is not in the favor of the business, because like that's only in the favor for the collectors, making it that exclusive. Like I feel like they need to make at least, I feel like they're gonna make at least like 1,000 in my mind, because like it doesn't make sense for marginal wise. They just need to make money. Like making that exclusive doesn't, I don't think it will make any sense for them, but it will depend on the price.
I'm checking here this comment from Hector. He's saying the red suit is too thick. Apparently the material they are using for this suit is actually like a different material that they normally use for suits. It's not that because all the Joaquin Phoenix Jokers I've seen until now, they use that red suit that is like silk, that is very thin,
very thin.
But because it seems that he's using that kind of suit, because there is a scene when he's leaving the subway and he's with a cigarette in the hand and he's walking. You can see his coat, the suit is all going around. Isn't the. So I think Hector have a point here. With movie, everyone is basically agreeing about the movie. I only watched it a couple of times, but with these announcements, I watched it again this week. I actually yesterday go to search it on Netflix, because it's available on Netflix, but only on Germany and Australia. But of course, I can always change my country with a VPN, and I just go to Netflix and watch in Germany, in the Germany Netflix. Yonad Alex saying, I like this Joker figure. Anthony saying, figure looks great, Inart keeps it up, they will be in a good spot. I know, Anthony, that is not a figure that you want, is not a Joker that you really want. Who said we have to keep the sculpt in the box? What happened to this great cylinder that comes in? Just a thought. Yeah, they come in the cylinder, but for example, having the sculpt in a cylinder is basically, in somewhat is a wasted sculpt, because you could have the sculpt in a figure and have a full representation. Yonad Alex saying he has all the third-party ones. This will be a mess to keep futzing with. I agree. I think they need to think very well about this. Are you interested in Arthur Flex being released with the Gaga Harley from Joker 2? I really don't. I really don't mind. I'm expecting what they are going to bring. I'm not too worried about being a musical. There are good musicals too. There was a musical that I think not many people like, but is the Moulin Rouge. Do you remember? With
Not me.
Moulin Rouge was with Ewan McGregor and Nicole Kidman, exactly. And it was cool. You never watched Moulin Rouge, Christian? You are too young. Sorry. Is a backdrop joined together and you have to pose it back to back? I don't think so. I think you have the option. I was actually checking about this today. I think there is an option. It's not... Let me just remove here the zoom. I think it's optional. I don't want to see you, girl. Here. In the back is like a mirror. It's like a black mirror, right? That you can use for this Joker. But like, not everyone has a display that you can show a figure back to back, unless you have a mirror on the other side, or you put it sideways. I would put them independently. I will not put them like back to back.
Wait, but do you think that is supposed to be usable like that? Do you think that is supposed to be used in that kind of way? Because I feel like...
If not, they would not just use that black shining on the back. They would just...
that is also true.
You know?
That's interesting.
I do like the other diorama from the Murphy show. I think that one looks good. And the ends here, the details is one thing that in art, even the gloved ends. This is real fabric here. They are not sculpting like most of the gloved ends you see until today. They are sculpted. Even the Joker, the Heath Ledger, they make them sculpted. This is not sculpted. This is a fabric they are using in these, in these hands. You are telling me that this is not fabric? I don't believe that this is...
Well, it looks textured, but these are not sculpted, really? That is amazing.
I don't think so, but don't quote me on that. The hands are incredible. The detail on these hands are incredible. And they have the... only here I can see they have the pistol there, the cigarette. Okay, I didn't know. They have the pistol together there. And here it looks great. The share. Here looks really cool. The one thing though is this is exactly the pose they did the 1/3 scale statue. It's exactly the pose they did.
Right. I mean, it is the pose. So like... Oh no.
You again.
No.
Sorry.
Wait, so let me ask you guys.
Johnny, you should get Johnny on the show and interrogate him. No, I don't need to have Johnny on the show. He was already here one time. I will have him when he is less busy. Now he's too busy. He's probably sleeping now. He has so much on his plate. I let him go do some rounds in other channels, and I keep lurking and learning. You live and learn. I'd rather have 3 figures, to be honest, but the biggest crime here is not having regular Arthur Fleck. That's also a good point. Arthur Fleck. I always thought in the beginning that they were going to do Arthur Fleck and the Joker. Only two. That was my thought. When they give that photo introducing the Wonder Festival in Shanghai, and I was seeing the sculpts, and I said, well, there's no Arthur Fleck here. And then we start to imagine the 3-pack. Christian is lying. All he saw in cinema was Force Awakens 3 times. I don't doubt that he actually watched that 3 or 4 times. Sayful, hello friends, hello my friend, how are you? Judging by your thumbnail, you are sharing the same pain as me. No Mandalorian announcements, but we still have a hope. That sculpts look good, I also agree. Will collectors be willing to pay the high-end 3-pack price? I won't want to pay more than 1,000 for the set. I'm already convinced that this will be more than 1,000 because John said it. So I'm already convinced with that. If they want to charge for the 3-pack 1,200, I think it's fair.
Okay, so let's say this because We have to think about
It's 400
the
for-
U.S.
okay.
collectors because the Heath Ledger 2-pack was what, about like 1,200 shipped? Am I right?
We have to think about who?
The U.S.
Why I need to think about the US collector?
No, we have to talk about we have to consider the
2000.
overseas, collectors
The
out
Western
there.
privilege.
Yes, okay, I won't say that, but yeah, I mean, because for them, like that's the thing I have to bring up. Like the shipping will be problematic for them unless it's kind of like shipping free, but it won't be because it's huge.
If we are
So-
talking about global license, if they sell this directly in the Inart website, I don't know if Inart even charge for shipping. I never checked that.
I'm guessing they will be.
Iron King is
I don't
saying
know.
$2,000. $2,000, I think.
Okay.
Deal, my friend. No.
I have
I'm
that
not-
price in mind, but I'm thinking more in Australian dollars than US dollars.
Let me see. $2,000 Iron King. You are thinking of these the price in China or the price to arrive to US?
No,
Because that
he's
is a
talking
very
about
high
like
price.
the United Kingdom like shipped, not even US, dude. Holy
Impossible.
crap.
They will never charge 15,000 yuan for this. I don't believe.
I hope not. I really
Swapping
hope not.
outfits not a big deal. We've been doing it for years. I think it'll be fine. Pricing is up for the Flash is 330 and 290. I said 340, so I was not too wrong. It's a low number. This will be a cluster for Inart. A cluster, no, or a figure that will even rise them even more, because a limited edition, few people have them. Everyone will run because they are seeing what's happening with artisan figures. Everyone go to the queue. Everyone is battling for the artisan. Maybe in art now, okay, we have this Joker that we can make. It's limited. Let's make them fight for these figures. And numbered boxes. That's important. Don't do the same thing, because they did this with a quarter scale. The Heath Ledger Joker. Queen Studios did the artist edition that I think Mario has it. 750 pieces, limited, and they didn't number them.
No.
For all we know, they can maybe make 2,000.
No.
750, they need to number them. They cannot make 750 without numbering them. So they must be numbered. Even
Just put a
Twitter had
number
the
there.
statues, even if it's 3,000, they will number one by one. What's the problem to number 750, right? Whatever you do, don't get us through TW, we'll never see it. You now, exactly, Bob Dylan. Well, you can just call Philip now, we all have his number. My god, poor guy, now everyone will call him. Hey, where is my money? I want my money. PayPal
I
charge
feel
back.
sorry for that guy now.
You feel sorry? No,
Do
it's
we?
easy. No,
Do we?
it's easy. But do you think that tomorrow we will have the same number? Tomorrow he has a new number. He will not keep the same number.
I bet
It's
he threw out
impossible.
his phone right away, dude.
On the river. He went to the
He
arbor.
saw
in
the
Hong
post.
Kong. Just throw, bye. Or maybe he sold it in the street market to someone. Who knows?
Okay.
When I mean thick, I mean body. It needs to be thinner. Okay. I was here checking
Oh.
about the suit, agreeing with you, and then you were talking about the body. Thank you, Hector. You just... Queen made a 1/3 version of the red suit, and that one was perfect. Just to be... Yeah, they did that. The Joker set was 1K. I'm talking of Ash. This is between you and Ash. Bugsy Malone, best musical ever. Okay, I need... Oh, Sweet Needle. Also a very good one. Did you saw that one, Christian?
No.
With Johnny Depp? Jesus.
No.
Bye-bye. Shout out to the Aussies, says SHANGHAI. And Hector just bought the Young Flash.
Ooh.
Now we need a desk and Robert De Niro figure to go with him. Oh, and a grandma. There was a old lady sitting there also, right?
Yeah, because he kisses
Wasn't
her,
it?
doesn't he? He goes up and
Exactly,
gives her
exactly.
a kiss. Yeah.
Yeah, we also need that. The seamless ends look incredible. Think we will add the steps. SJC 360. Why will add the steps? Think why will add the steps? I'm not understanding this question.
Maybe he's wanting the step diorama as part of the
Maybe
set.
he's asking for
the
them.
name.
Oh, I don't think they will add that. I don't think, but would be cool because if they already have the Murray show stage, the steps would not be that. I need that mirror dio though. Yeah, there's a mirror diorama made by Bullet Head. I reviewed that in my channel before. The diorama was okay, but the lights already came broken and that was a very thin wood. Arthur Fleck with the laughing sculpt, that scene in the buzz was something so cool. Yeah. If Inart is going to do 2 packs, it would be nice if the figures were 2 different characters or at least very different outfits. It's true. We are all here considering about the price. Thank you, Christian, for considering us privileged overseas collectors.
As always, you're welcome.
2,000 shipping. 1K Joseph Kochi 1,000 for this one versus the 180s and the 180 third-party one sounds like Inart hype. Oh, we cannot compare the license and everything. $800 for a 38 sculpt. Fucking lame, but still some kill gonna get these. Oh, you cancelled it. I didn't know.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Bob Dylan saying this will not be numbered, no chance. Oh, if you know this, then it's then maybe it's not a very small
I hope
number.
no. You guys need to. Inart,
No, Jose.
please.
Jose, no, don't give ideas.
What
Save
is
that
this?
for LWO.
No.
No, I'm not going to call anyone.
You think we'll
3
do it
pack
on
is like
LWO?
15 under 2,000. I know I will pass. I will only pay that much for the statue. It's true. Maybe 2,000 you already can get a good statue. Is Ellen picking up the new Flash? Asking Seifel.
I am not. No.
What?
Sorry, Seifel. If this is 2K, I would rather dish out 400 more and get the half-scale Joaquin Phoenix from Queen Studios.
That's fair.
$2,000 from Toys Wonderland with $2,000 extra for shipping. But and it's interesting. I don't know where is the cap price for me for this figure. It depends if it's a 2-pack or a 3-pack. It depends of everything they are going to show. But I really want to have this. Is a figure that I really always wanted to have on my collection, and it's interesting that this is really interesting because this was the first video I did on my channel was actually this figure.
I know.
I
remember. I remember that first review. So it's like,
was
who's
not
the
a review.
guy? He's already got the Joker.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know I was with mobile in the end. And I said, no one have this Joker. Let me make a video for YouTube. I even didn't know how to open a channel. And then I just create a channel and then I just put it on YouTube. This was my first video on YouTube. It was actually the Joaquin Phoenix from Toys era. And at that time, I thought this was amazing because there was no other one in the market. And it's a trip into the memory lane. The first figure that I ever put on my channel, the first review I put on my channel, and then I went on with that trip because then I did 3 more videos with this figure. And then I thought, okay, people just want to see this, and this was back in. Let me see. My first video was in 2020. Yeah, wow. November 2020. No. January 2020, I think, was just before.
I remember watching this.
You remember watching this? Yeah, so you didn't know it was me. You didn't know it was me.
No, I didn't know you at the time, but I mean, I remember because it was like everyone. The race was on for the Joaquin Phoenix Jokers, and like you, as I say, this Russian guy pops out of nowhere, and he's got the Joker.
Jesus,
Russian guy.
And I watched it, and I've been watching you ever since. That's how I discovered you, because you do all the third-party figure reviews at that point. And yeah, I remember watching these, and there was so many different versions. And there we go. Look how far you've come.
So this is how you start a channel. Noted.
Yeah, this was I started the channel with the mobile in my hand and showing Arthur Fleck and the toys era Joaquin Phoenix. We all need to start somewhere, right?
That is amazing.
Oh,
that is amazing.
Yeah, but I remember because everyone was so excited about that one because it had the 3 head sculpts and the photos came out and the photos weren't good and everyone was upset, typical collector stuff. So it was good to actually get a video of, okay, this guy's actually got it. What's he got to say? So I remember watching that years ago.
Loki Collector Calvin, how are you? Welcome.
Calvin,
Calvin, how are you? Hector is saying Inart makes changes to the figures. I don't think they add dioramas. I also agree. Ishi with big boobs, Breda. Since you are focused on the endgame display, are we going to be in the line for our for the Witch? No, of course no, because now I can get other versions cheaper. I don't want this one. I don't need this one. Professor saying this is the third-party reviews channel archive. Is all on YouTube. It's all there. It's all.
It is the Jedi Archive, my friend. It is the Jedi Archive.
I'm not a Jedi.
You're not a Jedi?
A Russian
Really?
spy.
Oh, shoot.
Our favorite Russian. Thank you so much. Damn, that Arthur sculpt looks really good. Yeah, that one was made by. Was not Toy Zero. That was a sculpt made. There was no company name. I remember that sculpt. The item number was top 004. There was no company name.
004?
Before the channel name changed. It's true. Then I changed the channel. No. The channel name was Big Breda. Then I changed to third party reviews. Then I changed back to Big Breda. Was. What up, family? Hello,
Hey, Jay.
Jay, brother, cousins, toys reviews. How are you? Good morning. How are you? I hope you are feeling better. And yeah, he was a bit sick. Let me check here what we have to talk more because we took a long time here with this guy. So we got other stuff that they show us there.
Stuff.
These is stuff or not?
It is that.
I don't know what to say about this because I haven't seen much about this figure. I don't know if this is half done, if it is completely done, is a bit of sculpted air mixed with rooted. Then you have a pole there. There is a pole that I don't know if you can see. There's a pole there between her boots that seems is all holding her together. This looks like a very clumsy prototype that is not ready yet, right? So basically they are trying to show us that they are going to do it, but it's not yet the fully done figure. It's just a first showing prototype. I do like the base. I don't like the idea of mixing sculpted with rooted. Before I remember I had Legolas from Asmus, the Helm's Deep, that version. The Asmus did the same thing. They did sculpted with rooted mix. I didn't like that much. But what are your thoughts, Christian, about this? What you think the likeness is there? You think there's much to improve, or what?
Well, first of all, I think it's a good route that they're taking to spreading out their IPs, and Game of Thrones is a good one. And I can't, because I haven't finished the show. I only watched it until like season 4 or something, so I haven't been there. But I already know the story because everyone talks about it. But that aside, I haven't seen this version yet. But I've seen the photos, and I like the first thought when I saw this, like, that's a cool base. I like the base. That base is amazing. And the problem is I see the figure and it's way too rough. I can't even remember like looking at the prototypes when we were in like last year when they were having a Vegas event thing and they were showing off like some of the prototypes and they were rough, but this is way too rough. Like I can even see the outfit. Like Viper didn't have a lot of time to designing, and with the sculpt, it needs some work, and I gotta say, the whole mix-up with the sculpted and rooted thing, I'm not too much on board with it because now I see Inart pieces, and it's got to be either one. Because with the Superman, his hair was way too short to have been, have them all rooted. But with the nurse, I expect them to find a way to have it fully rooted and still kind of have that kind of hair shaped also done correctly, because this is what I expect from them now. If I'm gonna get that character, it's gonna be my definitive figure ever. So with this figure, at least, I think they need some time, but I do like that they're kind of branching out to other IPs, which in this case, Game of Thrones and Daenerys was a nice one. Something new and something niche, kind of.
Okay, that's a good point. I mean, for me, it's like I'm happy that they are going to do this kind of licenses. They are going into different licenses that Hot Toys what Hot Toys is doing, and I think this is what Inart should do, trying to branch into other licenses that Hot Toys is not touching. But I don't know, and this is a topic that we will talk later, but we can segue into that, and as we talk about the figures, I don't know if it's the best idea that they are showing us this kind of early prototypes of the figures, because I was listening to the Jedi Knights Watch stream, and they also had the same opinion as me. It's like, for collectors like us that we follow these streams, we follow Facebook, we know that Inart is going to change probably and is going to perfect the figure. But for new collectors, that the first interaction they have with the company is this kind of photos, they will think, oh, I don't like this so much. I think I don't need these, or something like that. And then also doesn't help these photos, because these photos is basically from Inart page, and I don't think these are the best photos. I think should have better photos than these. But Alan, do you agree that a company, okay, it's a starting company, they want to show they are doing the work, but do you think they should wait for a more matured prototype? Or
I think it's a catch-22 with Inart, because let's be honest, they're not producing a lot of figures, they're not releasing a lot of stuff. So to keep the talk in the community going, I think they have to do things like this, because we've had 3 releases this year. That's it. That's not really enough to keep that talk going otherwise. But I do wonder, because they do act on the feedback. So is it quite a deliberate strategy of, yes, we'll show an earlier prototype, we'll gauge the reaction, and then we'll work on it? Because perhaps getting that feedback now when it's in an earlier stage means that there's less time or money wasted on the production. Because for me, I was really shocked to see the combination of sculpted and rooted hair. I have the 3-0 Arya Stark, and they do that combination, and I kind of expect that from a 3-0. But if we're talking Inart and it's meant to be this next level figure, I think do it as like you did the Joker. Give a sculpted option, give a rooted option, let people pick their poison. But I think you're right with the lighting as well, because for me, I look at it, and in all the photos I looked at her, the hair color looked off. Like, the hair should be pretty white. And we've seen from, Gandalf, they can do white hair, they can do white hair with Dumbledore, but the coloring of the Daenerys sculpt didn't look right with the hair. And yeah, the outfit, like what's underneath, it's a very early. So I just have to wonder, are they just trying to keep that talk going, because they don't really have much else? Like, they've released, Pennywise, Gandalf, what's next? We don't really know.
I remember, and someone in the chat can confirm this, I remember that they didn't took, I think, Aragorn and Harry Potter to the Las Vegas event because Viper was not satisfied with the prototypes. They were not finished enough to show to the public. So I kind of agree with JB on this one, that it would better they teased the early prototypes rather than show them in a festival, right? Because showing them in the festival, everyone is going to take photos of it, everyone is going to talk about it, everyone is going to talk about the photos that they see online. and this can have a mixed public opinion about the brand, and I don't know if it can hurt more than not. The mix there is 100% on Asmus and 3.0. Okay, let me see. Let me clear things up. This will be fully rooted. John already said they rushed this prototype for the event and used sculpted hair because rooted will take time. You see, but then why show half sculpted, half rooted in the con? Don't show it.
Okay.
Just tease that you are doing the Neris. Okay, what, Christian? Say.
Let me ask you this. But now I remember, because I remember we saw the prototype for Aragon at the Thailand event, I think, and those pictures were rough, as I remember. His prototypes weren't good, and that thing went viral, and everyone was kind of like, kind of bagging on it. And now what do we have? We have a situation where people are just trying to grab pre-orders to get him, and it sounds like there's not a lot left. So what I think is there's this drawing interest for the customers, for the potential customers, that they are actually doing it and they're in this progress. Because I feel like there's no such thing as bad press. Because even if you put something out there as a manufacturer, you kind of put something out there and tell them, we have something in the oven, we have something cooking. So like when it's done, it will be on our decision to pick them up or not. But let me ask you this: if they do perfect these prototypes, and let's say you are already a fan of that character or that IP, would you not want them at that point? Because the way I see it with Gandalf, Aragon, and I think it was also Paul Atreides, people have been, seeing the kind of the final, products, and everyone's like, they want it. Everyone wants it now. So I feel like it's not such a bad idea to show the prototypes, although, they are pretty rough. I don't see a, just a kind of, unnecessary kind of thing that they did. I feel like it's still okay.
Yeah, I agree. And about this Superman, it seems that the most opinions is that this Clark Kent looks better than Superman. But then again, you see, why a company would release in their page a photo like this for the event? You don't see the full body is in one side. The lighting is not good at all. But this Christopher Reeves, do you have any opinion about these? I think these need to be perfected. I don't think the likeness is nearly there, and there are things they need to perfect about this figure for sure.
And I guess that's the thing that's hard, right? Like, we don't know at what stage these prototypes are at. Like, when we saw things like, the Batman, you go, okay, that's got to be pretty close to a fully released figure. With some of these other ones, like, I thought the Dumbledore looks fantastic. Like, if you said to me that was the final product, I'd be like, yeah, exactly. If I was collecting the Harry Potter line, I'd be stoked. That looks great. But with some of these other ones, and this is where I guess there's that danger of, if they, and this is where I do question, if you're going to go with sculpted Daenerys, don't show me this mixed one, because as someone that, maybe could be swayed into Game of Thrones, it kind of puts me off. So maybe they just need to give a little bit more context as to what, it's a stage 1 early prototype, or it's a mid-development, or it's a close to production, because otherwise we're just filling in the blanks of speculation and we don't really know, is this the first go, a second go? Because as I said before, I think Inart really does want the feedback. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a point of conversation of, let's just get it out there, let's just get all the feedback, and let's just keep working on it. Because again, how early is it? When are we even going to be talking about pre-orders and releases? These are things that we might not even get up for PO till next year. So it's just, it's a bit shooting in the dark at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. Starcrash saying Justin's HD pictures made them look much better. It's true, but I don't know where are those photos. I cannot find them, and I had to ask him first if I could show. I will not show his photos like that. I'm just going through public photos that I can find. JB is saying the Superman Clark Kent would usually be a coming home in a heartbeat. These early prototypes have made me very cautious now. I'm in the same boat because I really wanted the Reeves 2-pack with the Clark Kent. I would love to have these. But I don't know how much will they change. I really don't have any idea. Considering Inart's track record of listening to the community and fixing things, no one has anything to worry about. Is there? I don't think we have anything to worry about. I think they will do the improvements. They will listening to the community. They will take notes like they did with Gandalf. They did add a second staff. And everything went perfect. I do think they take this approach of listen to the community, take notes. Let's back to the drawing board and restart whatever we need to do. Mario saying is the lighting.
Exactly.
But it's true. It is basically the lighting. I believe them. They will still show us way better than this. Even what we saw with Henry Cavill. This Dumbledore, for example, I think it looks amazing. Oof. I think this was the best prototype they have there. This one I think looks perfect, and I couldn't ask anything more from this. And it comes with that. I think I have the full picture here somewhere. Let me check. Is that kind of I may be mistaken with the name I'm saying. Is not a bird.
The Phoenix.
Is that
the Phoenix?
Phoenix, exactly.
Yes,
oh yeah,
the bird.
Well, don't say stupid things. You already said it. Let me see. I have here a photo. I took this from my fellow Yellows Weibo. This is basically complete. You already have everything that comes with a lot of books. Inart loves books and paper is their bread and butter. Pennywise came with a lot. Joker also, but I like this small stuff, these small details, and the Phoenix there with that platform. I think this looks incredible. This figure looks really incredible. I think you agree with me. This is one of the best prototypes we see. The best maybe that we saw there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, within the prototypes, I agree. It's beautiful. And it's a kind of a controversy as to what version they took. I mean, it makes sense because they did the young Harry Potter, and to go along with him, it would make more sense to go with the Dumbledore that we saw from the first movie. And personally, I don't know if it's because of my generation or I don't know why, but I have more connection to this actor than the other, the later actor that we got.
The later one. Mm-hmm.
He looks more like kind of like Worming. I don't know why. Yeah, I like him better. But like
this was figure... basically the one that started helping Harry into his in Hogwarts and so on.
Yeah, the other guy he just looked like he was cooking something. He just standing here just waiting to kind of like stab him in the side.
Calm down, bro. Cooking something. Mark Acting's in house. How are you? To me, the best showcase was Joker. He looks incredible. Yeah, the best was Joker, but I mean for the prototypes, because Joker, that one is basically done. I think this one, the Dumbledore, looks amazing. It's going to be more expensive than Gandalf based upon what we're seeing in here. Yeah, that's other thing I'm worried. It's the Harry Potter line, because I was talking with, I don't know if it was with you, Christian, or and I thought to myself, is like, okay, I'm collecting Inart now. I have Gandalf. I want to have the Fellowship, right? I want Legolas. I already pre-ordered Aragorn, and so on and so on. I have Harry Potter already on pre-order. I will want to have Ron
and Hermione.
Exactly. And I will have Dumbledore. Maybe they will do the Snape. Maybe they will do this or that. Probably for some collectors will arrive a time that you will think, I'm collecting these lines from Inart that they are expensive. I may have not budget enough to go on into Hot Toys big other lines. I will need to make a choice. Now, with Hot Toys for me, I'm not doing anything Marvel. I'm not doing much of DC. I'm more focusing on the Mando line, the whatever they probably bring from Ahsoka is a line that I enjoy a lot collecting because I share that a lot with my son. We are basically enjoying a lot of that. DC, I'm not seeing Hot Toys doing much more. I have the 89s, all that stuff, all that good stuff. Third parties also some stuff from the 89 and so on. But maybe it will be too much if you want to collect Hot Toys and Inart at the same time, because who can afford to collect lines from Inart, lines from Hot Toys? Very few people. I cannot, for sure. So, and if you have Harry Potter, you want to have a Dumbledore. If you have a Gandalf, you want to have a Legolas. If you have Legolas, Aragorn. If you have Aragorn, you want Legolas, and so on. So I think we will have to make choices for sure, and it will just be more difficult for us as collectors, as Inart go more into these kind of lines. Superman is talked. Batman looks good. And we never had much doubts about this. I think this figure Pattison looks really good. This Batman looks amazing.
Yeah, the Batman.
I think
with the skulls.
I think this will be really the figure that we will compare with Hot Toys. Okay, what can Inart do as a Batman, as a superhero figure, comparing with Hot Toys, what they can be. And this will be beautiful to see people checking the two, comparing, dismantling the Bob Dylan for sure. Bob Dylan will get the two and he will cut the suit. He will check what is inside the suit. You will check the thickness of the material. You will check everything, and then he will give us a long dissertation about Inart and Hot Toys Batman. Bob Dylan, please do that, because you are so good at writing. I love to read your writing. You should write a book because you are so good at writing. It's a pleasure to read your figure essays. What
sounds
more
like a
we
promise.
have here? And then out of nowhere appeared this guy, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing? You gave me Gandalf. I bought Gandalf. I have Gandalf in my home. I want you to introduce me Legolas, Gimli, or any of those hobbits, and now you appear with this guy from The Hobbit. Why you are doing this to me, Inart? Why?"
You know what sucks even more? The figure looks good. They put so much
but
work.
the figure looks amazing. But
like
why?
it's obvious that they put so much work into the sculpt, the painting, the rooting, and the outfit. It all looks so good. Now it really looks like they're gonna put it out there for pre-order. So like, why though? Why? I mean, character-wise.
Don't fall in the same mistake as Hot Toys. Don't let lines unfinished. That then you wait years and years for that two figures that you need to finish the line and they never come. No, don't do that. This, I don't know, because it's a random figure, like AJ Agruz is saying. This is a very random figure that they came out of nowhere. Oh, let's make Thorin from The Hobbit. Why?
And it's not the case where like, oh, everyone was, like asking for niche characters from Inart. Like, no. This is not the case, dude. This is not the case. We asked for something niche.
There was a
not
comment
something
on
not
their
in demand.
page, one comment that said Thorin, and then so they are asking for Thorin. Maybe one person want to write Thor, and the autocorrection made wrong and wrote Thorin, and then, Thorin from The Hobbit.
Yeah, Viper, you saw that? Thorin, go.
Kumar saying, I was trying to sell my Hot Toys Reeves Superman for some time without any success. The moment Inart displayed the showcase of the Reeves, sold my unit the second day itself. Okay, is done. Now wait for Inart. At least we got an idea what the Gimli will cost. Yeah, at least we have. And if they don't do a Gimli, then we will have a problem. And JB saying looks like nothing like Hagrid.
Oh, I totally missed it. Oh shit.
Maybe they are starting a line. Yeah, I'm sure because before they said they have license for the Hobbit, so they are going to do the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, but they
Can you imagine if they give us a Hobbit?
They already teased Legolas before. Before Legolas was teased, you could see that was Legolas there. And I hoped we would see something from Legolas. Because when you finish Gandalf, introduce the next one. I don't know, I feel... Maybe the IP holder insisted Thorin be released sooner than later. Probably, Tremblest, how are you?
Maybe.
Probably,
hey.
Who knows why. Gimli and Legolas... Gimli and Legolas twin pack, but that still count as one. Or Frodo and Sam. I was Bilbo from Lord of the Rings. But yeah, such a out of nowhere.
I don't know, dude.
Figure.
It's not out there on pre-order yet, but dude, Inart, you guys, I don't think that's a good idea, dude. No.
And then, as I said before, because I kind of knew about this, they announced their 12 scale line. They started with this, with the Dark Knight. What do you think about this move, Ellen, into the smaller scale? Do you think is a smart move? Do you think they are going into a very nasty market because there are so many brands doing this stuff?
I don't know, because I mean, I've never really paid a lot of attention to this scale, and then I saw your Lim Toys review, and I didn't realize how much those figures had kind of evolved as far as they're not just big hunks of plastic, they have soft goods. And according to Mari, you guys live in cubes, so maybe this is like the Asia-friendly option for the people with the size restrictions. I don't know. I'm really surprised by this, but I know, like, Joanne, when you talked about the tiers in the past, and was it like Mercury tiers meant to be the lowest tier? Like, is the 12th scale the Mercury tier? Is that the, like, missing piece in the Inart puzzle as to what they're doing?
Oh,
because I guess
possible.
I wanted to see something Dark Knight. I was hoping I'd get some tease of this in 6th scale. Didn't get it. I don't know. For me, I'm not really a fan of mixing a lot of the different scales together, so it doesn't interest me. But I mean, I guess we're all keen to see the price point and what they come in at. But it just, I don't know. That size doesn't feel premium to me, so it feels like a bit of a confusing line to go into. You've got like a 1-to-1 scale armory, and then you've got your little 12th scale Christian Bale Batman. I don't get it. It's for someone. It's not for me. Yeah. I just want to see more 6th scale Dark Knight, please.
What I heard, and this is by talking with some people here, what I heard is they are targeting into the $80 to $90 price for this smaller scale. They are targeting into that price. I have no idea what prices are for 1/12 scale. I know maybe, I don't know what companies do this. Is maybe Diamond Select, Mezco, McFarlane. I don't know if he does Batman, but I don't know. I really don't know if even the is much lower price point, of course. And Broken here, how are you? He's saying how many 1/12 scale collectors even know about Inart? No, but for this 1/12 scale, they must go global license. If they go with this reseller and everything, it will be very difficult. They need to go into the US market with this. YGB, how are you, my friend? John, did you sell the Pennywise yet? Yeah, I sold the Hot Toys one. Not the Inart one. The Hot Toys one, I let it go. Why I keep the poor cousin if I have the best one. And then isn't the 1/12 market at a much lower price point? Yeah, much lower. $80-90 is what I learned. Trembled is saying McFarlane is Batman. He puts a different Batman every other month. Yeah, so I think it's a very competitive market. This smaller scale, and I don't know if someone here was saying something very interesting. That Inart was like biting more than they can chew. For now, Kumar is saying that they are good, but they focusing in too many stuff.
Yeah.
I hope not, because going to these smaller scales, it's not easy. Hector is saying here, oh, the Inart one because my wife and daughter. No, I convinced them, and I had a talk with them, and I said no, I cannot sell these. And I have a talk with my daughter. I make her understand that this is just a toy. It will not hurt her.
But she's okay?
Sometimes she is okay, but sometimes I even believe you will jump from the cabinet and maybe kill me.
Is she okay with Slimer now too?
Slimer is fine.
Okay, that's good.
Slimer now. She's cool. They live and learn. 1/6 shape. Ellen, you will be overwhelmed with the amount of Nolan trilogy figures Inart is about to unleash to the 1/6 scale.
Watched a certain video and took a screenshot of a certain desk and was very happy with what I saw on that desk. So thanks,
I can
Justin.
see that.
I was very excited because there were some sculpts there that I did not think we were going to get. Bring it on. Love it. We don't have a proper officially licensed Raz or Lucius, so if Inart wants to give them to me, I will happily buy them.
So you would 100% get Ra's al Ghul. You would get Lucius Fox. You would let. Now I'm thinking, because there was a sculpt.
Dark Knight. And with that interview with Viper, he said Dark Knight, Bane, Catwoman, they're going to come. And yeah, if you give me a Raz as well, perfect. Give me a Nurse Joker, I need that too.
Let me ask you this: do you have the Hot Toys Bane on pre-order?
I was gonna ask that.
The new one, no, I deliberately didn't, because it's not leather. So
there you go.
I don't want to replace what I've got with something that might deteriorate. But also, I haven't updated any of these because they're using bigger bodies now, and I don't want to throw out my whole display because this is the reissue Bane, and that's now bigger than the DX12. I'm leaving all the Hot Toys there, and then all the Inart stuff will go together with the vehicles. That's my plan.
So you have the first Bane, the Hot Toys one, right?
Yeah.
You have the first one. Okay, you will keep that one and wait for probably a Inart one. One tail scale can go up to 150 or more depending on the figure. Mesco resell for almost double. There is release a Punisher near the goes that goes for like $800. Whoa! So you are telling us to invest on this line from Inart? The Collector, how are you? What's up? Everyone's doing great. It's all good. Hopefully Rez will come with the begin suit. And YGB saying, sadly that desk were all custom sculpts. I actually also heard about this. Someone was saying that they were recognizing that those sculpts being a custom sculpts not done by Inart, and probably was just for the painters to test. It's just a desk to test paint and to test everything. It's, for all we know, those are not Inart sculpts, but it's not YGB saying the painter probably just practicing because that was his table. So it probably is this, but that doesn't mean that they will not do them. I believe that they are going to do.
Don't steal my hope.
It's a high probability.
I've got to decide which version of Bane and Catwoman to get. It will be a tough choice, or I may inadvertently get neither because of it. It's true. And the Catwoman from Hot Toys probably is coming soon.
This is my thing though, and this is why, because I had so many people when I got the Inart Joker say you've got to get the DX19, and I don't feel that sense of urgency to chase a Hot Toys figure. I feel like if I decide later on I want a DX19, I feel pretty confident I can find that in a secondary market. So this is why, for me, I'd rather wait that little bbit longer to get something that's better. Because then if the Inart one comes out, selling that DX19, I'm going to be giving that away to get any money to begin with. So I just think Hot Toys are going to be a lot more easy to collect backwards than the Inart figures will be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. Gilbert, that's not sure. We don't know if there's a Catwoman in art in the works. I actually don't remember hearing anything about this. Actually, 112 are usually a better investment than in art or 16. Let me check here. I don't know if I have any more photos from this event here from Inart. I don't think they showed anything more.
I think we covered pretty much.
We have the Henry Cavill. I think they change a bit the suit, the color, or something like that. But I think it's still a figure that they are going to do changes in the body and something. I think they are still going into changes onto this. One thing that we also want to talk about here, and it's about what they show also in the Wonder Festival, because since
we got tons.
Yeah, we don't have tons. We have some. Because I will talk about this just because of you.
Because of me.
And I hope you can be brief.
Huh. I'll try. I don't know what this will be, but
I even cannot find here.
Loading.
We are talking about actor.
Oh. That beautiful.
They come with this. I don't know, Alan, if you saw this. They come with this bust, the 1:1 scale, the Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Hefty price for this thing. This is how much? $47,000.
It's almost 5K. It's like 4.7K.
Yeah, 4.7K, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is a beautiful piece. Let's not. But I feel very, very happy for anyone that can get this. But but this is beautiful, and this just for me just gives me hope that they are going to do this in 1/6 scale. Is the only thing that's why I won't talk a bit about this, because I think they are going to do this in a 1/6 scale. If they have this license, it's possible they are going to do something like this. But Ellen or Christian, if you have anything to say about this, please do it.
Oh, I think both the busts they showed were beautiful. They also had a really stunning Christian Bale sculpt, which I was looking at, and then I think it was 6,000 Australian dollars, and then it was like, yeah, no, not that much. But they look phenomenal. Like, I mean, if you can afford to have these pieces, like, I'm very envious that you have the means to do that. They look great, and yeah, that's the big thing, I guess, now. Hopefully, we're seeing all these products and we're hoping they'll feed through to the 1/6 scale line, because, with those Terminator figures, I think some of them have been a little bit problematic with the materials and the durability over time. And, Arnold's such a popular actor, so hopefully they go down that line. But some of the stuff they're achieving is just ridiculous. Like, when I saw that Christian Bale sculpt, if you told me that was a photo of him, I would have believed it. It just looks incredible.
It does. It really does. Christian.
I mean, I thought this was beautiful. Like, of all the things I've seen throughout the event, like, even considering all the stuff out there, like 6 scale statue, what have you, this was the one that got me like drooling. Because like it's not because of the like the accuracy of the sculpt. Like the artistry of the statue is just amazing, They got that scene on his back, just like that. And even on the front, they got the endoskeleton head there with the Arnold, that iconic scene when he just appears in the movie. It's like this, like the statue as a whole is an art piece. Although like it is a hefty price. If I was a Terminator fan, I would get this, like, just because this would be like my the piece that I need for my collection. Like, although like because like you guys now mentioned like the possibility of the 1/6 scale would be there, and if you think like this would be way too heavy, I guess you could wait for that 6 scale version though. But like, I had to look at like this statue's pictures for like days, like at least like a couple of days. Like I just looked at it and was like, oh my god, like just if I was a Terminator collector, I would have. I really would have. I would have canceled that Slave 1, or I would have canceled my Hot Toys. I would have gotten this one, for sure. Oh,
YJP have here an interesting comment that the licensor wanted them to do the bust first to see quality before giving them the 6 scale license. Oh, that is promising for sure. That is really promising. But besides this Terminator, I think that this, in my opinion, is the best likeness of Bale to date. Better than JND. I think they nailed this likeness perfectly. Do you agree, Alan?
I love it. As I say, I looked at it and I had to, it's one of those moments where I was like, that just looks incredibly real. We've had a lot of different Christian Bales. I love it. I mean, as I said, if I had $6,000 to spare, I'd really seriously consider it, but I don't, and I don't have the space for it either. But it's beautiful, and it just gives me hope.
The one it's not only 6,000, is it?
Well, it's $6,000 Australian. I was the bust
for the bust.
I thought was the figure and the bust.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw with the resellers here they had the bust for about $6,000.
What's the bust size?
But it's 1-to-1.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
And so I'm just hoping
imagine having this Batman
likeness
in your home. Imagine having this Batman in your home, 2 meters.
It'd be creepy as hell, but no.
Creepy? You are crazy. You are creepy.
No, it'll be amazing. It'll be amazing.
No,
like,
this would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, what's that? What's that?
No, it means Helen will be starting to save up or start a GoFundMe page.
Lovely, I love it. Great. I just need them to now do the 1/6, not this 1/12. Give me my Christian Bale to go with Heath Ledger, please. Yeah, that's lovely.
JP saying you need the clothes, the boots, and the motorcycle in 1/6. Bale is sublime. I agree. This is beautiful. This is impressive. Trimble is saying. Guys, don't forget the $45,000 life-size Batman armory they showed. Yeah, I cannot find the armory photos because I was trying to search here in that armor. I don't know if we'll get that, but is this one right? This thing is no, not Michael Jackson. This thing is. This thing is beautiful.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. I need to open the door here to my son.
So Helen, are you getting rid of your fridge and putting this, on that spot?
I don't know how much the slab of my home can support because doesn't this weigh like a ton or something ridiculous? It's incredible. Like imagine having this like with all the parts come out. Yeah, maybe if I had a bigger house, that could just be. I could live in the armory, or maybe I could just sell my house and live in the armory with the bust. There's an idea.
Yeah, I mean, if I had it, I wouldn't even keep Batman in there. I'll go in there in that armory like once every now and then. I'm going like, I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Jesus Christian. I'm Batman. And then we still have here something to talk that is that's something that is this one because Christian really wants to talk about this and I let him have the stage.
Did I? Which one is this? Ooh. Now, did you guys watch the movie though? It was an incredible movie. The Legend.
I didn't watch.
Really?
No, I didn't
Helen,
watch.
did you?
I don't know what this is. I
Oh
feel
my
like everyone's
God.
gonna like this is the turning point in the
Wow.
stream where everyone gets enraged at my lack of knowledge.
I mean,
I'm not familiar too, so it's okay.
I mean, I give like Helen a pass, but well, cousin, this is the movie for men, for real men. Like, interesting that you haven't watched this. It's called The Legend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he performs as like two twins as like very different characters, and his acting was amazing, by the way, and. Like he has this kind of charisma in this movie is like just amazing, and this is Blitzway, which they are doing in quarter scale, which they nailed the sculpt. This thing is beautiful.
Before he went to the pit. Bob Dylan saying that looks great, but final product will not be as good. Such
that is
the way of many K.A. Kim prototypes with Blitzway Prime 1. It's true. It's true. It
is a shame.
This is one, and then they also show the other one that I know you want. Oh, I actually. You know what? Because you scared me, but later I'm going to show you here one thing. Yeah.
I scared you.
What's this? So many Mickeys, so many. I didn't want to see this.
You don't like the mouse?
Shut up, Christian. I wanted to see.
What are you looking for?
Blitzway. Okay. The other one we talk about, Blitzway, was which one?
Other than the 3, I don't know what you're talking about though, but
What is the 3?
we got this, from the Scarface, and we got the Rocky.
Wait a moment. What do you think about this Scarface? I think the likeness is amazing. I
think the likeness is dead on. I think yes, this is pretty good. I have to say, and I hear a lot of people are interested, like Mario, and like I don't know if he'll be picking up, but he was really impressed. Alan, did you watch the movie?
A long time ago. But I mean, I don't own any Blitzway figures. Do they come out pretty well? Like, how are they what's their production like versus the prototype? Because are they the ones making the Kurt Cobain that you wanted, Joel?
Exactly, but they did not show the Kurt Cobain in the festival. I don't know why. They didn't show anything from Kurt Cobain in this WonderFest. Very strange. They didn't show anything.
And it's supposed to be coming soon.
The Scarface, I think there's no price for this, right?
I don't think so. Not yet. No, I haven't seen any prices yet. But I could check on my side.
No, because I'm sure that I had a link with a lot of stuff that Blitzway was showing there in the event. Okay, I found it. Wow, now I was going crazy. I found the link. It's here. Okay, so they show this Bruce Lee. It's also a statue. Stallone also. They showed they showed also the Dune. Paul. They showed basically is almost this is upon release, right? Replay this is almost releasing, right?
I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm guessing.
And this is those what's the name of the
I don't know. Something Rider.
Kamen Riders. No.
Yeah.
And they showed the Afterlife. Because you told me they showed the 84 Ecto 1, they didn't show the Afterlife. They showed the Afterlife was there, lonely as I don't know what. But then they also show the 84 with the Ghostbusters. But the Afterlife was there. And now I ask Blitzway, why is not Winston here? They are not going to do the 4-pack again? Why they are showing the Ghostbusters with the 84 car here? What they are trying to say? you don't do reissues. What are you going to do? And why they are not showing the afterlife with some figures here? Is nothing. Is a lonely car that is just here. And surprisingly, the logo, the Ghostbusters logo, is not crooked.
My eye went straight to that sticker.
Yeah, me too. They just took the only one.
I think everyone eyes will go directly to that sticker now. Everyone just thinks about that. Sticker. No one cares about anything more. But yeah, here they have the prototype of the afterlife. They show also the busts for the Joker and the Batman. These ones look cool. And then is more of, they do a lot of these. I think it's funny, this Inspector Gadget. I remember watching this when I was a kid. Yeah, they have a lot of this Dragon Ball, more Batman, Harley Quinn that I don't like so much. This Harley Quinn, sorry, this is not Margot Robbie.
I just want someone to make the jumpsuit version. That's all I want.
And you know what? And then I found one thing that was very curious that I will show you, that no one covered this. Every stream I watch about the WonderFest festival, no one covered this. And since we are 72 here in the chat, we can all embrace ourselves and go into some interesting stuff. That is this. There was a custom, maybe Bob Dylan knows about this. A custom company that was there that does 1/6 scale figures, that is called Sensation, and they were showing this there, this Enigma from the 95 Batman. Sensation. The person showed these photos. I think this is the custom. Is Sensation Studio, Matt Wong. I think he is from China, and he was there showing these figures. Let me show you here. This is the.
And these are 6 scale,
Facebook.
Right?
You can check the Facebook. Yes, it's Matt Wong, Sensation Studio. This is what he was showing there in Shanghai, right? You have Enigma. You have Michelle Yeoh from the Everything Everywhere All at Once, or Everywhere Everything, right? All at once.
Whichever.
Yeah. Bob Dylan is saying. Matt Wong is back, but these are Bob Dylan. These are very limited figures, right? Very limited and very limited and very expensive, isn't it?
Oh, it's like almost like a custom.
Isn't this the person that make the face off figures too? If I'm not mistaken, and he also showed Ewan McGregor, the fighter. This body looks really good. Look at this. This looks amazing.
This is stunning.
Yeah, this looks really good. And look at this. Even the body proportions are amazing.
And the whole thing is seamless.
And this this I think is from Constantine, right? Kino. This I don't know. This John Cusack is from which movie? I don't know.
I feel like I saw him from a movie. I just can't remember what movie that was. Helen? Does it?
Oh, look, John Cusack is Better Off Dead, 80s teen heartthrob to me.
I only remember
anything recent he's done, I've got no idea, but Better Off Dead.
Oh my god.
My jam.
I remember a movie with him that was like the High School Musical.
Identity.
No? Identity, okay.
There you go. Thank
Bob
you, Bob.
Dylan. That's Bob Dylan, not you.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob.
I think this was the figures he showed. And he showed the guy from Breaking Bad too.
This is good.
This is also good.
This is good.
But I think all these figures look great. But this one, look at this body.
Yeah, I say this one's the strongest. Like, Jesus.
This is I think this is a completely custom body. With the tattoos there.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So this guy's just like an independent custom artist, puts together figures.
Now, that's the catch. That's the catch, because let me see what he's showing. Oh, let me see here. What's this?
Jesus, that looks like a person.
Is this a video that we cannot play? Interesting. Yeah, it's a video that you cannot play. What do you have here? More sold out, Godfather. But he has here some. Yeah, I think he had here. Oh, he's also doing. No, this is awesome.
Wow.
Okay, let's not go into his personal life.
Okay.
How many of those John Wicks does Bob Dylan have?
I'm thinking is this is not licensed, so I think maybe he just took few figures from the Wonder Festival and was showing there maybe in a booth of other company, and he just put there just to show. I really cannot say because I don't think this is licensed. This is completely custom. It's a statue, say YGB. Oh, it's a statue. Okay, I thought was a figure. The Ewan McGregor is a statue. I thought was a figure. Okay, so sorry for that. Sensation Studio. Yeah. Sensation Studio. Oh, they're saying the movie is 1408. How will the tattoos hold up on that silicone body? It's not silicone. If he's a statue, it's maybe poly resin or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, it's interesting because no, I didn't heard anyone talking about this, and this kind of interesting thing to talk about. For this kind of announcements and Wonder Festival, I think we cover all or no.
Like the things that we would talk about, I guess we covered everything. I mean, there was a lot of stuff they showed, but like, we can't
That
talk about all of
statue
them.
is 3D colored printed, so it's still kind of revolutionary. Painters getting replaced soon. Oh, colored printed already. 3D colored printed.
Wow.
Whoa. Incredible.
Really?
Alex Stave saying you should look at the Avatar bust by Infinity Studios.
Yeah, that was good,
the seamless bodies by Maha. I saw that, and now I cannot find that on Facebook. Let me see if I can find that.
Maha.
I saw that they were also on the Wonder Festival, but this was also very few people share those photos.
Really?
I think I saw that on Weibo. I'm not sure. You remember that old man from the Kung Fu Hustle, the silicone one?
Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. They showed that off with the other bodies.
With the other one, they show with this. I think it's Stephen Shaw, also that using a mask. I think they are not showing the sculpt, but I think it's him. Oh, but now it will be very difficult for me to find that. It will be almost impossible for me to find that. Because only if Bob Dylan have a link.
Bob sent you.
Yeah.
Oh, you already sent me the photos. Okay, thank you, Bob.
Yeah, I only saw them because Bob showed me. So yeah, it's like I don't even know if they're on Facebook.
Bob. Let me see here. Let me share here. This the screen. Maha. Okay. You see, here it is.
Yeah, this is amazing.
This is really great. They are doing a lot. I think this is on his left side. I think is Stephen Shaw from the Kung Fu Hustle. They are going to do next. But this is going to change a lot. Alan, do you know that this is completely silicone, the heads, and you can turn the necks sideways, round. It's incredible.
The whole thing's articulated, and as I believe, the hands are also
why did
articulated.
I stop sharing? Sorry. The what?
The hands are also articulated, right? As I remember.
Yeah, the hands also. But as you can see, they do this in a very interesting way. Is that it's parts of the body are plastic, like normal, right? And only certain parts are silicone. I think it's interesting the way they do this. Yeah, I think works fine because you don't see the body. And in the down you have more other ones. I don't know. They probably did a lot of other bodies.
Now, personally, this would be a nice
parts.
set. Because I really like that movie.
The Kung Fu Hustle is amazing. The movie is amazing.
I still love that movie. I could never say that is a dated movie ever. Like,
I don't think Alan, did you saw Kung Fu Hustle? Mr.
No.
Musashi, how are you? No? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Collectors Republic. Their head sculpts look so real. Yeah. To be clear, the head, neck, upper chest are seamless silicone. Okay.
Head, neck, upper chest.
They also have seamless torsos with seamless arms and wrists. Medical silicone, I don't know. I really don't know. I know there's I've been trying to know more about this, and the silicone have different grades, and there's kind of some very high grades. I don't know if it's the medical is a higher one that can last for 40 years plus, but there is also very cheap silicone that will completely degrade in no time. So it's also important to do that. Is important for if they could clear as about these next gen bodies. Yeah, that's what we are speculating that JMD is going to introduce us in the near future with their 1/6 scale figures.
We'll have to see.
Probably will be this kind of stuff. But I think for announcement releases, I think is everything we have. Unless any of you have any topic, don't say you don't have anything and then stay with me backstage talking 1 hour. Because if we are here, we are here. No, but I'm kidding. Because in 10 minutes, everyone is going to Sideshow to try to get the Wanda. So I also don't want to stay here. We're going into the Sideshow website and stay there looking at the Sideshow website. And I don't want to do that because it's go on, cousin.
Yeah, by the way, the queue kind of started, so if you want to wait, you guys can upload it now, because I put the RSVP just in case we do a stream or something, and I just refreshed it, and
you can do a stream by your own. I'm not going to stream myself in the queue for the Scarlet
I'm just
Witch.
putting information out there, so if you guys are interested, I think it's time to kind of refresh your pages. Yeah.
Oh, 400. Live Wanda pre-order? No, I don't do that. I don't do that because I'm not going to pre-order. Why I should stay here in the queue? I still in the queue waiting 1 hour. Oh, I have the link. Bye. See you tomorrow. I'm going to sleep. Infinity Studios is also doing half-scale RoboCop, I believe. Yeah, they showed the unpainted version. It's true, Alex. It's true. They did show the unpainted version. But I think that's all for today, right? Alan and Christian. Thanks for everyone that tuned in. We still have 72 in the chat, but I know most of you now want to go to Sideshow, do your pre-order. It's also almost lunchtime if you are in the eastern zone, so I wish you a good lunch. If you are in Central, maybe good breakfast. And for us here, we are all going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'm sure Alan too. Christian probably is going to order some pizza or something, whatever they do there in Korea at 1 a.m. Or maybe cook some kimchi or something. Actually, you should teach us how to do kimchi. You should do one day how to do kimchi because it's a very interesting thing.
Even for you, that was low, you fellow yellow.
Cook some kimchi. I know kimchi is not. Kimchi is what? It's basically vegetables that are very old that no one wants, and then you wash them.
Vegetables are just basically old. Jesus. Okay.
I don't know. I like kimchi, but I don't know what's that.
Good night, just found the bottom.
Thank you, my friend. Have a good day or good night. Tyria, bye. All good luck to anyone trying to get Wanda. I wish that anyone that is watching this stream,
good luck.
If you want to get Wanda, believe in me. Believe in the Force. You are going to get Wanda. The Force is with you. Hope you are all doing well. Have a great rest day of night. Kimchi are bomb. It's true. I also love it. Ellen never tried probably. You ever tried kimchi?
No, I've tried it. We have there's a lot of Asian influence to the food in Australia. So yeah, I've tried a lot of different things. Probably not as authentic as some of the photos you guys sent me during your festival, but I've tried some stuff.
Yeah, that's a thing that is very interesting, is that any Chinese restaurant that I go overseas, the taste is completely different than in China. Mm-hmm. I don't know what food they cook there, but even the dishes names, those dishes, I never see those dishes in China.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I laugh. I have people saying to me, "Oh, what's a good Greek restaurant to go to?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to Greek restaurant. I have Greek mother." Exactly. Good luck. Whatever you're getting there is not that authentic. It's all, colonized. And as I say, like I think it's nice Asian food, but it's probably not that authentic to you guys. So
That's what people say, bastardized version of whatever.
It's not bastardized. What I talked with the Chinese owner of a restaurant in Europe, and he told me that most Chinese restaurants, they try to accommodate the food for the palate of the Europeans. So that, because if they were cooking like they cook in China, it would be either too sour, either too spicy, either too sweet. So they need to accommodate to the palate of the people over there. But it's interesting that in some of those Chinese restaurants, if you are Chinese, they do have a menu for Chinese people that is different than the menu they have in the restaurant. You can ask them; they will give you a menu that is different. So
it goes for every Asian restaurants. It's the same thing. They just have the special menu on the back. Yeah,
on the back there's a special menu. So if you guys already know, when you go to a Chinese restaurant, you say, I want a special menu. What are you talking about? The special menu that you have there in the back.
Just give me it.
What? Just give me that special menu. And maybe they will call the cops on you because there's no special menu. And I don't know. Okay, guys, so we'll see you next week. Hope you have a great weekend, a great rest of the week. And we will see you, of course, next Thursday for one more Collectors Unite. Bye. Peace for everyone.
Bye.